Hi Year 3, good morning. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. It is Monday the 6th of July 2020 and today we're going to be looking at subtracting 3-digit numbers with some exchanging. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'd like you to do please is to write these questions down, have a go at them. So you need to pause the video and then when you've done, press play and we'll go through the answers. So if you pause the video now. Okay, so you should have written those down now and you should have gone through and worked them out. And now we're going to go through the answers. If you got them right, can you give them a tick? And if you didn't quite get them right, can you do your corrections? So starting with the first one then, we always start with our ones column. 3 take away 1 equals 2, so we don't need to do any exchanging there because the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom. Same here, 7 take away 2 is 5. And then if you want to, you can put a placeholder in there to make it easier. 2 take away 0 is 2. So your answer there is 252. Moving on then, we've got 2 take away 1, which is 1. We've got 8 take away 5, or it's 80 take away 50, because if we've got our columns, hundreds, tens and ones, that 8 there is worth 80 and it's worth 50. So 80 take away 50 is 30, and then 600 take away 0 is 600. So your answer is 631. Moving on then, 9 take away 6 is 3. 40 take away 30, or 4 take away 3, gives you 1 in the tens column. And then 500 or 5 take away 0 leaves you with 5 in the hundreds column. And then here we've got 7 take away 4 is 3. 8 tens take away 7 tens is 1 10. And then 8 hundreds take away no hundreds. We've still got 800s. So if you got those right, give yourselves a tick. And if you didn't, just do your corrections. You need to pause to mark them, you can do. Moving on then. So we might need to do some exchanging on these ones. So same thing again, write the questions down, pause it and have a go. And then when you've had your go, press play and we will go through the answers. Okay, so if you've pressed play, that means that you've now done the answers. So let's go through them. 8 take away 5 is 3. Now on this one you can see that the 0 is smaller than the 6. So we cannot do that. We can't just change it to 6 take away 0 because we would be changing the question. So instead we need to borrow from the hundreds column or exchange. So we change our 700 for 600 and we bring them over here to say we've got 10 in the tens column. So now we can say 10 take away 6 is 4. 600 take away 300 equals 300. 5 take away 7. Again, this number on top is smaller than the number below. So we need to exchange one of our tens. So instead of having 3 tens in this column, we're just going to have 2 tens and we're going to bring 10 of them over to the ones column to make that into 15. So now we've got 15 take away 7, which is 8. Then we've got 2 tens take away 2 tens, so that leaves us with 0 in this column. And then 400 take away 100, which leaves us with a 3 in that column. 6 take away 1 is 5. 8 take away 9, we can't do it, so we need to exchange our 100 and bring it over here into our tens column. So now we've got 18 take away 9, which is 9. And then we've got nothing there and nothing there. So therefore our answer here is 0. 0 take away 5, we can't do it. So exchange one of our 10s to make that into 3 10s and bring it over. 10 take away 5 is 5. 3 take away 0 or 30 take away 0 is 3. And then 200 take away 100 leaves you with 100. Okay, same again on this one, a little bit trickier because you've got to try and figure out what the missing numbers are on some of them. If you can't do it, don't worry, just have a go, and then we're going to go through the answers anyway, so you will see the explanation when we're done. Okay, so pause it and have a go. Okay, so let's have a look then. 4 take away 7, we can't do it, so we need to borrow from our tens column. So we change that 6 tens into 5 tens. That's a funny looking 5 there. And then carry it over, so we've got 14 take away 7 now, which we can do. 14 take away 7 equals 7. Now here we've still only got 5 on top, but we've got 9 on the bottom. So 5 take away 9, we can't do that either. So we need to take this one and bring it over to our tens column. So now it becomes 15 take away 9, which is 6. And then we've got nothing left in that column. Okay? Right, for this one, 9 take away what equals 5? 9 take away what equals 5? So the answer there is 4. Now here, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You can see that it says 4 take away 7 is 7. Now we know that 4 take away 7 is not 7. And we also know that we couldn't have 4 on top here because it was smaller. So that must have been 14. 14 take away 7 is 7. So if that was 14, it means we must have borrowed from here. So we must have taken 1 away from the hundreds and carried it over to make this into 14. So now it's 4 take away what equals 2. And then if I was you, I would actually do that calculation to check my answer. So I would work it out all the way through. 549 take away 274. And let's see if it gives us that answer. So we're checking our work. 9 take away 4 is 5. 4 take away 7, we can't do it. Carry the 1 over. 14 take away 7 is 7. And 4 take away 2 is 2, which gives us 275, which is what it said up here. Okay? 3 take away 3 we can do. It gives us 0. And again here, we should know by looking at that we couldn't do 0 take away 7 and it wouldn't have given us 3. So that means that must have been 10. If that was 10, it means we must have borrowed from here to make that into a 5. 10 take away 7 is 3. 5 take away what equals 3. So count back 5, 4, 3. You counted back 2. And again, I would check it underneath. So I would write the question out, 603 take away 273 and check that I got 330. So let's check that now. 3 take away 3 is 0. 0 take away 7 we can't do, so we need to exchange this for a 10. 10 take away 7 is 3. And 5 take away 2 is 3. And yes, it's given us the correct answer, 330. And then finally, 4 take away 1 is 3. Something take away 6 is 6. So let's work backwards, let's do the inverse. If we do 6 add 6, it gives us 12. So we can't just write 12 in there, but what we can do is write 2 with a little 1, like that. And again, because we've got this little one here, it means we must have borrowed it from over here. Okay? And then that would make that into a 2. So here, they've kind of tricked us a little bit because there's nothing here. So let's put a placeholder in to show us that there's nothing there. So now 2 take away what equals 0. 2 take away 2. Okay, and again, like I've done with the others, I'm going to check that my answer works. So my question is 324 take away 261. 4 take away 1 is 3. 2 take away 6, we can't do it, so we need to exchange. Bring the 1 over. 12 take away 6 is 6. And then 2 take away 2 is 0. Sorry, my numbers are a bit wonky. It's very difficult doing this with a mouse. Okay, if you struggled with these ones, do not worry. But I hope that now I've gone through them, you do understand them a little bit better. But they were tricky, so if you've had a go, well done. Okay? Okay, so we've got a word problem on this one. A baker bakes 248 ice buns. He sells 195. How many buns does he have left over? So straightforward subtraction here. So the total that he started with, take away the amount that he sells, and how many does he have left. So if you pause the video, and then we'll go through the answer. Off you go. Okay, so 248. Oops. Take away 195. Equals what? 8 take away 5 is 3. 4 take away 9, we can't do it, so we need to exchange over here and bring our 1 over. 14 take away 9 equals 5. And then 1 take away 1 equals 0. So that should give him 153 left over. And then if we want to check this answer, we can say, right, well, he sold 195. We're saying that he had 53 left over. So if we add those two back together, so the amount that he sold plus what he's got left, that should give us the total that he started with. So let's check that it does. 5 plus 3 is 8. 9 plus 5 is 14. So you put your 4 and carry the 1. And then 1 add 1 is 2. And that gives us the total that he started with, so we know that we've done it correctly. Okay? Well done for today, and I will speak to you tomorrow.